isn't there, isn't in their town, isn't in their village. So, Gay?
I just wanted to make a comment, because you do all this for $121,000 a year is what it was last year. I know it increases, but you pay all of your medical staff, the drivers, everything. I mean, so, how much does your medical director make? I mean, to put things in perspective of what is accomplished with so little bit of money and how these people are working to better themselves and their community. So a lot of people that are working there work for little or nothing, but in order to also give back to the community.
Yes.
So perspective on salaries and start with how many staff are you paying salaries to? Just that, roughly.
We have 10 this point.
At the medical clinic?
Both clinic, 5.
Yeah.
6 in the medical clinic, 5 in the mobile clinic, 11.
And then, but you have the school and
the school, the teacher, we give like some teacher salaries. The government is paying them, but we are giving we added some female teachers to kind of give them incentives. We are helping, but the government is giving them salaries. Sometimes
so
they do,
there's
sometimes they don't.
basically 11 people, and 121,000 also buys all the medical supplies, does the electricity, and everything.
The fuel, the generator,
so your money goes
medicine,
the
medicine, prescriptions, and the vaccinator. We have 2 vaccinators that go through the whole villages and giving vaccines with a mic in their hands. All of those are covered in there. I mean, our doctor, who is a manager of clinic, he gets $190 a month salary, and he does so much. He sees 180 patients. I mean, I know my husband sees 25 patients in his clinic, and he can compare those 180 patients and how he goes through. But yeah, it goes a long way. I mean, I think that's why we are able to do so much with such a little money. And total blessing because of the connection.
I just want to make one comment. I think you guys said it. I think one quick thing that there was a question about how we do the small thing. I think 2 things I want to just mention. One, because of, you guys mentioned it, the personal connection. Because otherwise, Afghanistan is no different from this white collar criminal here and blue collar criminal everywhere, whether they're a senator, whether president, those people.
We don't want to add that to my speech.
No, I'm just saying. What I'm saying is, but I think one of the successes of Bibi's program is that personal connection. Even in my own, those family, you cannot trust, like in 10 people, you might trust 1. And we have been blessed, Bibi has been blessed. Each time we have, this is our 2nd person or 3rd person that we have had. Those are the people that, I remember one time when we were building a school, I had one good friend of mine. I asked him how much, he said $90,000. And Bibi built it by 50, I think $37,000. So what I'm saying, that was one of the successful, to have a reliable people that you can truly trust. Otherwise, it's not your brother or sister, somebody. That's one of the success, thanks God, that we have so far, the connection. That's one thing. Secondly, about the Taliban and these things, again, like what Bibi mentioned, we have a good rooted situation, and we have told them clearly, this is your clinic, Bahrami and Bibi, we have nothing to do with it. America doesn't, this is all charity thing. It's your clinic, it's your baby, it's your community. So people have bought into it, it's their program. So like what he said, if Taliban wants to come, there's always be some troublemaker to be connected with the Taliban to bring them bombarded or destroyed. So these are the 2 things that the program has been successful, because otherwise if there would be waste of money, we could not do with $100,000 this much work. No way. I mean, this is an organization that 97% of the money goes to the people in Afghanistan, and there's no middleman.
Yeah, thank you. That was good. Yeah, the thing is also, but what I was going to say.
I have another question while Bibi's composing a thought.
I would like to thank them both. The only way something like this would work is with the support of the husband, allowing me to work.
Encouraging.
Him working.
Encouraging.
Right. And working beside her. I mean, that is such a great teamwork. It's bound to be successful.
Yeah, the husband, the father, the husband, the male in the family, not even allowing, but encouraging and supporting and wanting an educated wife.
Yes.
Imagine. And there are many husbands and fathers in Afghanistan who want that.
They're a good example.
They don't have the opportunity to send their wife in a safe place or a daughter to a safe school. So it's not that they don't want their daughters and wives. But yes, it's...
Yeah, he's the one, when I first came, I think he had a private teacher for me and immediately started with English, with education, you know, I had that process right away. I mean,
Did you speak English when you came?
No, I didn't even know ABC. Started from ABC.
Yeah, are there any European countries that are supporting your efforts in Afghanistan?
Do you get support from Europe?
Europe? No. No, it's very local. I mean, as I say, we have a very, very busy life and a lot of responsibility. I know this organization has potential to grow big, but I know my youngest one just graduated from high school and is responsible for a lot of my parents passed away, and I was taking care of them. We could make it bigger to other countries and other cities, and recently I've been trying to go to different Rotary Club and kind of addressing it bigger. It was very limited. The beautiful Muncie community and the surrounding area was supporting it for many, many years. It was like their babies. And the board of directors that I have all volunteer, other volunteer from the university. When I have fundraising, Ball State student comes, 20, 30 of them, they volunteer in the event. It was just like Muncie thing, but we need to make it bigger with all of your prayers and help.
It's my dream that Fort Wayne will reach out to Awaken and to
I'd love to have a
support
fundraising dinner here and I cook for all of you. That's my comfort. American food and
She can cook for me any day. The food we had at her
yeah,
home was
I'd love
awesome.
to do an event here. When you guys have event, I'll cater for Awaken benefits, and you guys have the active food right here. You don't have to go all the way to Afghanistan to eat it.
How about the month of May?
The month of May?
Here, a dinner?
Oh, a dinner at Plymouth in May?
Yeah.
We'd have to look at that. The calendar is full here often, but we do, as part of Indiana Center's work, really look to have interfaith meals together. We haven't done that for several years, but we have had with the Islamic Society here in Fort Wayne, had dinner here at Plymouth. So, and Bibi is president of the Islamic Center in Muncie.
I'm the first female president after 40, 50 some years. I wear my work out. It took me 30 some years to get to that level. We'll keep working on it.
So Terry, as we wrap up tonight, if people tonight wanted to give to Awaken, tell us how to do that.
Okay, what we'd like to do is, Bibi has some of the items that Awaken sells back on the two tables at the back. And Ani and Joan are sitting back there, and we have some envelopes or the cash box. Donations that you make tonight will go to Awaken. So you can write a check to Indiana Center, we'll add it all up, or if you want to put cash in a box, there's a box back there for donations, and that will be Awaken's money tonight. So we want you to support Awaken tonight, and we hope that you'll continue to look into their program.
Mail a check.
You can...
Yeah, I have Awaken envelopes there too.
We have Awaken
Send
envelopes.
too.
And do you have a flyer with your
We
website?
have the
envelopes.
newsletters.
And the newsletter is there.
Yeah, they have a newsletter back at the table as well, so if you want to send a check to them.
The question is, can we take credit cards tonight?
Yeah, I'll have to run back there and turn it on. I've got the card taker is in the cash box back there.
Did Ball State have an international outreach scholarship program that brought your husband to Muncie, Indiana?
What brought Saber to Muncie, Indiana?
Muncie,
Was it Ball
Indiana.
State?
I want to make in the end before end one comment.
Sure,
You know, you're like a breed, you're gonna talk for
No, no,
hours.
no, short one, short.
sure, come on up.
Yeah, I think since you mentioned the
I just
refugees.
want to thank all of you so much. I really appreciate you and appreciate your support, and it's great to see you. Keep me in your prayer. Love you all, and we'll be in touch.
I think we'd love to.
This was even before, this was some of my burning type of thing, just to thank all of you and thank the Americans. Because I came here as a foreign exchange student in 1970-71, as a foreign exchange student. When I came as a refugee, I was put in jail, then I went to Pakistan. Then I applied for refugee status. My American family accepted me, that's why I came the second time. But my question is, there's a lot of, not too many young people, and most of us are kind of middle age and some young, there's a lot of question about refugees, about immigrants and things like that. First of all, I want to mention, Bibi is much even stronger than me. When people talk about America, this and that, people say, first you think about yourself before you speak about the Americans as generosity. So we are very thankful and very grateful that we have been here. We would not have this opportunity if we were not in this country. And we would not have this opportunity if I was not able to practice what I do. On the backside also, I am very thankful to the Lord of all of us. We have 6 children, 4 of them will be doctors. And to be honest with you, each one of them, if you give them a dead dog, smelly dog, say take them from this plateau, he would not ask, none of them will ask, why don't you take them? They will go ahead and take their dog and away. So, and then I have 3 boys and 3 girls. So we are so glad, all that the Americans, all of you, and we are no American citizen, I appreciate you, but I'm so glad that God, with God's help, made it such a way that I feel so happy and thankful to the Lord that I have 6 kids that will give not only to the community in Muncie, not only in Indiana, but to the United States, but also into the world. So that is the blessing I just want to share with all of you. God bless you. Thank you.
And we are blessed by you and your presence. And the exchange student journey that you started, many exchange students have been sponsored and supported by the U.S. government, by other administrations. The Youth Exchange and Study Program of Afghanistan was canceled a few years ago because so many students were fleeing to Canada instead of returning to Afghanistan. But many of those students, after 1 year of high school here, have come back after completing college in Afghanistan and gone on to Fulbright scholarships. So it's, I'm blessed, certainly, by you and by Afghans. There's Bibi's cookies still left on the oval tray, the oval cookies, notorious cookies in Muncie, and the table at the back for Awaken. Stop by and check things out. Yes?
I'm sorry, I have a last question. Are there any extended volunteer opportunities in Flint or in schools?
Are there any extended what?
Volunteer opportunities?
Volunteer opportunities at the school in Afghanistan.
Oh, scholarships?
Volunteer.
Volunteer activity. Oh, it would, yeah, I'll let Bibi address that. That's going to be tough.
Volunteer opportunity here with Awaken? Oh yes, of course. As I said, that we have a website, we have a Facebook page. We need young people like yourself to help us with that, or volunteer at the dinner. We have holiday letter when we need help to staff.
You're talking here in Muncie primarily.
Yes, yeah, in Muncie, exactly. If there's something online you can do, you could always help with the different things. But the main volunteer that we need during the holiday letter that we send out and the fundraising dinner. We'd love to have you for this fundraising dinner, which is on March 28th, on Saturday at 5:30. I think that's something I wanted to make a note of.
And
But yeah,
people,
make a note of that, email us, go like us on the Facebook page, you can like us and help us boost the thing and awareness and connection. All of those are helpful and volunteer.
that's a great question, and different skills can be.
Yeah, many skills.
Many schools are looking for English second language teachers, and they can be enabled over Skype. So.
Or connection
yeah.
with our students. They need help sometimes to be guided.
Tutoring. Yeah.
Tutoring, yeah. Through like different Facebook page, they have messenger. Now they have some internet connections that we can help them out. I do a lot with those students. They send me a message. I respond to them. I create a group for them that I can be like a little advisor to them. But that would be great too. We
Folks,
can meet.
let's say thanks to Bibi and Saber for being here tonight. They're going to hang around up here for a few minutes if you'd like to visit with them privately. Otherwise, there's some treats, there's some things to buy over here. Friends of the Third World have their stuff over there. Thanks for being here tonight, everybody, and Godspeed on your way home tonight.
And I will tell you, the cookies tonight, I arrived at Bibi's at 3 o'clock. And she says, we were leaving at 3:30. She goes, we have time to make cookies. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And so we made the cookies up quickly and got them baked. She said, I don't want to come empty-handed. So the cookies were made. We got them out of the oven at 3:30, and they were hot when we put them on the plate. Wow.
Thank you.
Everyone take your cups and glasses. Get rid of them for you.
Good job.
Congratulations.
What?
You whippersnapper.
Wow.
Maybe not. Because I think we used to,
My, oh my. Oh, yeah, that brings back memories. I had no idea. Take care, man.
You too.
Working with the post office to get that price for the mailing and everything, and then you would give us the price for the printing and you mail it all at the same time, and then you request the price. I'm sure. So I don't know if you guys have got the non-for-profit, this city of post office, but it only was 18 cents and $11.55. $400 instead of giving you 5 cents, when it's going to say, I'll be mailing down to people. What are you doing? They were having 550. I know, but I'm they think for 18 cents. Oh, that. Our
We also had a letter that you turn the water off. I don't do that.
Well, I would say and they.
Those are checks written out to Awaken. I'll be sent into so our biggest.
And we'll be sitting down, I mean, our next meeting, I'll make sure we will make sure that we have some regular circle. And my name is Deb, I'll probably communicate with you. This is from the self-storage and work stuff.
China is a big player. Like us, like the outcomes, larger than
once we suffered. Frederick Kipling called it the great game. And it is still the great game. Frederick Kipling points at her. Frederick Kipling knows the whole poem. I cut it up, let's see You never heard of that?
Terry? Really, Terry?
Oh,
John Gordon, Charles Gordon, Shirini Gordon.
Thank you for coming. And I hope we It's really hard. Yeah, I thought I was done. Is she done? Yeah.
I know how to get a hold.
Well, I've always been emotional about pull-ups and that. Because pretty soon I can turn on the lights. I should. We'll make it until 2002. And in 2002, I got an email telling me, she said, you have pictures of my brother and my grandfather and my uncle and aunts. And I wrote back, this was in 2002, she wrote, my uncle is coming to India. You told me. So, Homer, who was 18, came to live in Fort Wayne, Indiana. I mean, is the world small? So we've been so blessed by them.
The world is small. And I love all your artists and
Well, the church kind of rotates, who they're going to feature. Sometimes it is. Okay. I have to see Donnie and what, Donnie and the keeper. Well, I guess.
And is your last name?
I hope that, I would like to make the over suit that, again, he worked for something that we help him get the money to
Good night. You too. Thank you. Good night. All right, good night. I don't think we came out this way. We didn't come in this way.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you. And I'm sorry I didn't get out to see your stuff for him the next time.
George, you want pickup hour?
Well, thank you very much.
I like your hair.
Thank you.
Come here, hair's in.
All right, James, thank you.
Yeah, 11:30 tomorrow at nine. I may make it, we'll see. Depends on what's going on. Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Okay, we'll see you. Thank you so much. Yeah, well, I was saying here to connect the dots. And that's why I'm confused. Good night, Rose.
Oh, okay. So we'll need to try to find someone who's back here. But, let me know who's going to find Thank you. Thank you.
Let's hope it doesn't rain until we get this stuff. The reason that didn't swipe, you have to swipe it towards the back. We had you were asking about money. We had $425 in checks that were written to Awaken that I gave Bibi directly. And then we got, I think $375 and $100 in credit card, another $50 check and a check. So I'm going to write a check to send the balance of that to. Good. So I think we covered her trip here very well. And we had promised her a minimum of 500. So what time? Let's set a time. Yeah, she carried 425 in checks out of here. And I want to say the balance of what we got. Well, the trouble with the list is that it doesn't ever work the way you think. You make a list of 10 places and you do through. That's okay. Where's the credit? Then